Welcome to this week's edition of Wolves Weekly. I'm your host, Mark Colachico, the Director of Media Relations here at Western Oregon University. I'm joined today by head women's basketball coach, Holli Howard-Carpenter. Holli, how are you doing today?
It's always great to be here.
Exactly. You know, you guys are coming off a tough game up at St. Martin's. Fortunately, it was just one game last week, so you're able to kind of regroup and maybe fix some of the injuries or heal from some of those. And now you guys are really ready to embark on the longest road trip of the year. You guys are heading up to Alaska.
Yes, we are. It's supposed to be like negative 26 in Fairbanks, so, but which is a lot warmer than last year. It was negative 37, so it's looking up.
Well, let's talk a little bit about last week. You guys are up at St. Martin's. Tough 1-point loss up there inside Marcus Pavilion, but talk a little bit about that game.
You know, our defense was great all game long. We had minimal errors, and when we did make errors, we covered each other, and they didn't find them. Throughout the first half and second half, our defense was just pretty solid. And then offensively, the first half, we typically, the last 3 to 4 minutes of the half, we kind of have a downhill slide, but we didn't let that happen, and we ended up at halftime being up. And so we talked about, winning from media to media, and just got away from us at the end. We weren't able to close out the half. I think we were up 4 with, 3 minutes left, and we just did not execute offensively and really, really kind of shot ourselves in the foot. But, like I said, we're going to continue to be competitive in every game from here on out, and we have to learn from it. And it sounds like a broken record, but we just got to continue to push through even when we have tough losses.
And you talk about being competitive, and that really starts this week. As we said earlier, you guys are heading up to Alaska. You take on University of Alaska in Fairbanks on Thursday, and then turn around and you're against the number 3 team in the country, currently the Seawolves of Alaska Anchorage. Talk a little bit first about Fairbanks.
Well, last time we played both these teams, we didn't have Dana, and we played Anchorage first, and we actually played a really solid game, and that's where it kind of turned the corner a little bit. Sounds kind of funny to say we turned the corner on a loss, but we've been playing a lot better since that point, and more fundamental. But Fairbanks, they're a different team. They've had some injuries. I'm not quite sure what to expect, but either way, we're going to go in focused on us. And our offensive execution has just got to get better. We're focusing, obviously, we hang our hat on defense, but it's time we need to focus more of our energy on offense. And, we can hold people to, 48 points or whatever it is, but we have to be able to score also. So trying to get up lots of shots, and just, making sure that we're perfecting and doing all the little things. Setting screens, using screens, just playing catch, taking care of the ball.
And then look a little bit towards Anchorage. Number 3 team in the country. They came down here, like you said, you were without Dana in that game, but
yeah.
You're really, in my opinion, you guys are a different team between when you played them in January
right.
and then versus now.
We have evolved a lot, and individually, certain players have stepped up and have improved, and even though they have a couple of bigs on their team, they're a little bit different. They're more athletic, but our size, Emily did a great job against them last time, and we have an inside presence, and so that's really the key to us scoring, I think, is getting the ball inside, and then that creates opportunities on the outside, and we just got to step up and knock down shots. But they have all the same kids are playing about the same amount of minutes, and they're playing well. But we'll be playing in the new Alaska Airlines Center, so that should be exciting. But it's really about us and taking care of the things that we need to take care of and not worry about the other team too much.
And you talk a little bit about, taking care of the business that you guys have in hand. You guys have the opportunity right now to move into that 6th spot for the GNAC tournament. You guys are, on the outside right now looking in, but what are you looking at as a coach between now and the end of the year to potentially move into that spot?
We've been in that same situation the last 2 weekends where we're only, 2 games out. Every Monday I put the standings on the board, and we're usually 1 game away from moving up a spot and 2 games away from moving to the 6th spot. It's just a matter of 2 wins. And, unfortunately, we're at the bottom right now, but fortunately, we're in a lot better spot than we were last year. Last year at this time, that 6th spot was way more out of reach. And so just trying to get them to understand that, you know, it's doable. They're fighting for it. You know, our last 2 losses, you know, basically right down to the wire, but we can't be discouraged, and we got to continue. We've got, you know, next 3 weekends, we really have to look to try to get splits, you know, and our goal really is we got to get to that 10-win mark, regardless of the tournament or not. It's about improving on last year. We talk about it being a process. We talk about having to take steps forward and not any backwards. And I think that they've really bought into that, and they're really putting it out there. We had a great practice yesterday, a really great practice. So we just got to build on that and have another one today.
Well, Coach, we wish you guys good luck this week. Fans, just a reminder, the Wolves will be in action this Thursday at Alaska Fairbanks, and then they'll be in action on Saturday at Alaska Anchorage. Those game times are available at WOUWolves.com, so be sure to check those out. Coach, we wish you good luck this week. We'll see you guys next week, and as always, go Wolves.